Everyone, so as most of you will have been aware that 2020, all the goals have changed thanks to the lovely pandemic. It's not really how we all planned it out, but that's fine because we can reset our goals, rejig things, and also make a plan to make it happen. Take your passion, make it happen. For the next
goal
year.
to become a singer.
Yes, yeah, flash dance. And those who don't know my lovely friend Jordan, aka Misunderstood, we've got a new YouTube channel, Misunderstood, for all those people who don't fit the norm and live their best lives being authentically yourself.
And unapologetically.
Unapologetically, totally unapologetically. So we have been setting today, so this is part of being misunderstood, is whilst we've been modelling our Wake Bespoke designer wear, new gear, that's my active, yeah, that's my active stance, my active modelling stance. We've also, first and foremost, been stuffing our faces with food around the table.
Of course.
Oh,
what I do best.
Kicking each other. And setting all sugar. I better not show you my long term goals. No, not them ones, no. So we've got short-term goals. Yeah, short-term goals, medium-term goals, and long-term goals. But I will be forever on my own if anyone sees them. But anyway, so it's a really good way of setting some goals to look at the short term, medium term and long term. So you may have heard us speak about being accountability buddies before. So we're much more than just being misunderstood models. We are accountability buddies. So what does accountability buddies mean, Jordan?
It means we hold each other accountable for our goals, but we do not just career goals, do personal goals, which will keep us slightly secret. But also, we're both workaholics, so it's more to make sure we're both focused and on track and not just being like busy idiots because we're always so busy. So, and it's more also making sure we rest and we actually have some fun as well.
Yeah.
Because
you go
where
through,
we're lacking.
Yeah, you go
not
through
the motivation to work.
Because you go through different seasons of your life as well. So you need someone who's always going to be there no matter what, like checking in on you just once a week. And it's just to make sure that you've done your goals from the last week, or if you haven't, why you haven't, and helping you go to the next week. And also for me, I find it's good because I feel guilty if I rest or have fun, even though I really want to have fun. Yeah. And you've actually encouraged me to invest in more fun.
I'm like, Sophie, how many hours of sleep did you get last night? 4. More than that.
Yeah. And that's so true because like at the moment, I've actually been allowing myself to sleep in. So normally I'm like 7 a.m, get up, hit class, whatnot. Whereas I've been going to slightly later classes if I've been up late working or having fun.
Yeah. Yeah, we're really good at making each other have fun also.
Yeah.
No, we were laughing today because we were like, I've come round, we're doing setting us goals, being dead serious, talking business heads on, and then I just looked at Sophie and we both got loads of makeup on these outfits, and I was just laughing, all like, how like misunderstood actually are we? We look like this and you wouldn't actually think that I've come round to sit and plan goals and keep each other on track, and it's just like, that's the whole point, innit?
And that's so true because what I find is no matter what, you will be judged. Like I am the ultimate people pleaser and I just like go out of my way to please people, but you still get judged no matter what. And what I found with like the goal setting and personal development and stuff is having someone who is similar. They get you, they allow you to be yourself, and also unapologetically yourself. So you think no matter what, if somebody tries to throw you off track, tries to put you down, put you in a box, you know that you've got a better vision than that, and you're going to go further. So that for me, like, having you as an accountability buddy has given me lots of confidence because I can see how awesome you are as a fashion designer, as a person with good values, who also likes to like get dressed up.
That's why I think we gel, because like we hold the same values totally. Like, we're both non-judgmental, we're both fully rooting for each other, like, no matter what. I'm going to judge you, I'm not going to say, even if you didn't do what you said you're going to do, I'm not going to tell you off. Well, I will a little bit. But I'll be like, right, well, what can we do to make sure it happens next time? Like, we're each other's cheerleaders out there. Like,
proper. And like I always say, surround yourself with small group or cheerleaders, and any vampires, get rid of or just sideline them, because there's certain people who will just use and abuse you all the time, and you need people around you who are going to go, like, I genuinely want you to do better.
And like, I think sometimes as well, like, sometimes, like, family members or people you're close to, they might not mean to be, but they are vampires. Not even because they're saying anything negative, but some people just live in a little rain cloud, and sometimes it's okay to pull back from that.
Yeah, and some people you've got to accept, they just will not get you. Especially if you like us and you don't fit any one box and you like a wide range of stuff. So, like, we've got, like, felt tip pens. I got very excited over my
rose gold markers.
I got extremely excited over my Sharpies and my new Glamorous Gals Faber-Castell highlighters.
If you're going to do goals, you do them properly.
Yeah, you do them properly. You're doing your rose gold and
so
sparkles. But it is, again, it's just like silly little things where we proper geek it out sometimes, don't we?
Yeah,
which people never expect. It's geeks on the sneak, I like it.
That's what we have to see. That's even geeky saying that.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
But anyway, so now is the time to try and reset those goals. I know there's certain things in life that we can't control, and the only constant is change. But if you have your goals and they're broken down, you know, the whole SMARTs, specific, measurable,
I think
achievable,
this is the perfect time as well to...
Relatable? What is it? Timely, and what's the of SMART goals?
Someone else worked that out.
But we're gonna do it into, like, the 3 big goals, aren't we?
And then do, like, obviously smaller goals.
Yeah.
And I think now's, like, the perfect time, because a lot of us need something positive to focus on, like, because I think a lot of people, especially with, like, people being furloughed off work, you don't know if you've got jobs to go back to, and everything's all a bit up in there. I think, like, to find something positive to focus on and set your mind on, then even if it's something small, like, even it could be like your fitness goals, couldn't it, or learning something new on the internet, or literally anything, just something positive, and then once you've achieved that, you're going to feel so much better.
Yeah. And what's your, like, I know we're doing it generally now, which we've just said don't do, but what's your, like, what would you say your main goal? Like, your long term?
I think the big one that we focus on is, like, expanding my brand already. So I make bespoke garments, but I would really love to go, I mean, I've made some bespoke wedding dresses, but I'd really love to go into, like, my own bridal collection. Like, I love doing bridesmaids. It's so nice, like, everyone's so excited when they come for fittings and stuff like that. So I think I'd really like to, that's, like, the next thing I'd like to branch out into. But yeah, and also it'd be really good to get some stuff on some more celebrities, because I've had stuff on, like, the red carpet before, maybe, like, a little bit more like that. Personally, like, I'd like to travel a bit more, but yeah, but work's probably going to come first, because obviously I geek it out and I come later.
Yeah, but I'm going to make sure that you're having fun, and that at least next year we start to travel and explore the world.
We need to. I'm going to make you, so then you'll make me.
Yeah, I just want to go on, like, I just think life's too short, and when you can go on all the adventures, like, outdoor, we're going to do that.
Oh yeah, we're going on an adventure on Sunday.
Yeah, we're going to go on a mini adventure on Sunday to go ape, and it's just having, like
the big kids
personal goals, I know, in these little things, because for me it's like life's about enjoyment as well, and you can't just work all the time, because there is that thing, like you say, busy idiots, and it's like toxic productivity where we're like, we'll both go, oh, I feel so guilty, I had, like, a day where I've hardly done anything.
That's exactly it. But then it's because it's only, we probably, if we'd have took that day to rest, so we've done naught that day because we're so worn out when you're trying to do stuff and you're too tired to think. But if we'd have had that to rest, then the next day would have been well more productive. So it's like, but I'm like that, I can too easy just work, and so I need someone to turn me off to have fun. Work. Yeah, I think I'm Rihanna.
Yeah. So I'd love to know what your goals are. Make them clear and maybe post them below or tag us on social at Mama May Blog, at Wig Bespoke, and let us know, because I do think once you like put them out there what your goals are, then it's like you have to do it, don't you?
Yeah, because we've both wrote down each other's goals as well as his own, so we can hold each other to them. Like, I'll be like, have you done this week?
Yeah, and that's really helpful, just to find one person who gets you, who wants you to do well, who has the same values, and also I think similar ambitions, because we've got different ideas for one another, and it's not like either of us are using each other. It's like I genuinely want you to do really well.
Like,
and
we're just thinking, we could both do this to excel, or you could do this, you could do like, it's literally just fully.
Because I think we all have this self-doubt as well. So like, I've got a book coming out this year, Eat, Sleep, Control, Repeat. And that's been on my goals. And because I'd kind of been doing it for about 3 years, and because I hadn't even set a goal of when I had it like published, but now because it's in my goals, and I'm like, no, I'm gonna do it. And that just really, really helps to just know that I'm going to do that. Or like last year, it was mainly like building, like getting a home and my fitness and stuff. And it's all those goals. It's like, now I want to get to the next level with my fitness. Yeah. And I always want to be doing even more. But like you say, not being ridiculous, because life's too short. I got to a point where I'm literally working 24/7.
That's what exactly the same. And then the time that I did have off, I worked so much just to have that time off, and then I was back at work again. I had no work-life balance, so that's like actually my goal, is to have work-life balance. Because I don't need to push in to do more. I need to tell enough to do less.
Yeah, exactly. And it's sometimes having somebody who can go to you, well, don't try and do everything that 1 week. Like go, okay, well, that's my goal in 3 weeks or in a month or a year.
Yeah. I think it's good that sometimes they tell each other, like, it's okay, you didn't do that, like, don't overface yourself.
Yeah, and so I definitely recommend a bit of goal setting, geeking out, finding a buddy to geek out with. And you can also follow our new YouTube channel. I will put a link below to Misunderstood. And it's basically where when you don't fit the norm, but you want to strive to be your best self and thrive to just be pretty amazing.
And we will come and cheer you on.
Yeah, we will. We'll go, woo, woo. We'll full on be cheerleaders. I've even got pom-poms. And I've got everything.
And then the pink. What in pink in this house?
Yeah.
And sparkling rose gold.
Yeah. And that again, it was funny. That was my vision of like being on my own, is having this home with rose gold. Like rose gold is like my thing. So red and gold is my life. No sparkles.
This house I've ever been to.
But again, it's funny like how when you like really focus on things, that other things happen. So like we've got Squats and Sparkles Women's Health Club on Facebook, and that's like all about women being strong, mind, body and soul, but with sparkles.
Yes.
And that's fine, because you don't have to fit any one type. It's fine to be exactly as you are.
And I think sometimes you think you're the only one who is as you are, and you're not, because sometimes you find weirdos like this. I'm like, you're a bit of me.
So make sure you take your passion, make it happen. Even if you need to geek it out like me and get lots of exciting stationery, because that really excites me. I'm such a geek.
You are, but I like it.
I am a proper geek. But again, if you want to follow us, Misunderstood, I'll put the links below. And you can also chat to us on social. And also, please do sign up to my mailing list, because you'll be the first to hear and get extracts of my new book about the, like, basically that you can't have it all, but you can live a pretty good life. I was going to swear then. There is no such thing as having it all. There is such a thing though of finding happiness and being truly like yourself, because everything else starts to fall into place.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
That is so right. Like I used to literally like harm myself just to find my way in the world, and then now I'm like, oh, I love life.
Good, I'm glad.
And that's thanks to people like you. Anyway, please do subscribe. Send you lots of peace, lots of love, and lots of shimmies.